So let's get ready to rumble! Corner, wearing the stars and bars and weighing in officially at 334 pounds. Champion Butterbean. 254 1/4 pounds. His professional record stands at 6 in the history book of boxing of the career of one of the greatest heavyweight champions, Larry
Pre-fight instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands promptly and at all times, and above all else.
So here we go. Larry Holmes dancing around. Holmes said to us earlier, he thinks this is a 3-round fight. He said, I problems with fighters who stay on the outside and can do this to him.
And then can put in a second, third, and fourth jab, which is something he hasn't had in the other fights.
Right hand by Holmes, and Butterbean comes back with a right. Terribly busy, but Holmes has done virtually all of the landing and punching. Now see, when he gets on the inside, Butterbean can land a few things. He lands an overhand right to the head of Holmes. Did that hurt him?
Usually a guy can hang in there a long time if he's a banger, but Holmes did it with his jab.
I think Holmes legs Butterbean.
Just missing there with Butterbean.
There's the jab again by which Holmes started out looking like, oh, there's the right. What did it do to Butterbean? He's still coming.
Being able to make his entrance as he takes a shot and then lands behind the head to the neck area and then drop nothing else.
It only what it showed more than anything was the lack of balance that you can have when you're 52. We had him throwing much, and actually the crowd getting on him a little bit right now.
Right now the crowd might think
the title of this fight. About a minute left to go. Overhand right misses by Butterbean. Got a little respect with the power that he used in the first round. That wasn't at 52.
And when you're 52, you're going to take some time off in the fight. Hold up, tie up.
Now Butterbean staying in there, maybe trying to get Holmes to come in so he can land that right hand. Holmes just jabbing away.
And he's motioning for Holmes to come in.
But it'd be hard to win unless you knock him out. With right hand, overhand right.
Right hand in there.
And a backhand by Butterbean.
So many tricks, whether with the jab or tying up, or Butterbean is there and they're both waiting on their shots.
And I'm not sure you could give either of those first hand there did Holmes, but it was short. That one got there.
Right hand lead.
Butterbean shakes
the southpaw, and it surprised Butterbean.
The difference between this Larry Holmes and the one of even 5 or 6 years, and took him 12 tough rounds, and very nearly won that fight. Did beat Ray Mercer at the age of 42, who was the WBO title holder.
The telling shot, look at that. Right hand lead. Butterbean says, that's right, man. Good.
Now, Larry Holmes is mixing up his jabs.
Well, you know, now, for both guys, the curiosity should be wearing off. Concession to Butterbean, a big experience concession from Butterbean to Holmes. Well, now, you know what? Butterbean.
Again, Holmes using the jab. Butterbean has been so sparing in the punches he has thrown and has not been willing.
One shot and effectively turn the fight and end it. But he needs more than.
There's a left hook by Larry Holmes. Hey, there's a punch. We go Holmes controlling this round. Jabs and right hands. Butterbean against the 52-year-old.
Yet, the ironic part is his best zone would.
It's kind of like watching a Nero Wolfe show unfold. There's has been programmed by Murray Sutherland that whenever Larry Holmes throws a right hand, you have to throw.
Have to gamble more.
Butterbean clubbing left hooks. Larry Holmes. Here comes Butterbean. He's wailing away now.
There's that windmilling.
Holmes holds on.
The redness is a target.
And now they bang heads. And I'm going to tell you what. That's a danger for Holmes. Because the way Butterbean's coming in, the way he has to come in, those heads are clashing. And
well, they were both leaning forwards. You saw some heads come together. Here's Butterbean coming in. There are the heads right there.
Good jab by Butterbean. Wow.
Nice different.
That might
other things.
Yeah. Perhaps more salty than his left hook lands by Butterbean.
Two for Butterbean.
Butterbean is emboldened, and now he's got Holmes in the corner. Larry Holmes, a swelling, big right hand by Holmes.
That was a sweet shot.
Butterbean. The crowd's encouraging him. Bean comes forward.
Jab against an unprotected eye, and the right hand, no match at all. He kept on.
Is now way past the territory he's ever been in. He's never gone past 4. Larry Holmes.
With an ironic twist, it's usually the younger fighter who makes the older fighter use his leg.
Right hand gets in by Holmes after a jab by Butterbean. Now, this crowd, I think, came in here with the idea of a certain attachment to Larry Holmes. He has parlayed his 4-round success into
ring skills. For Butterbean, he has to close ground cheaply and then try to get off.
You know, lost in this, and look at Butterbean. He just kind of finds a way to pepper him with the jab and the straight right hand. It's not bad for a 52-year-old fighter that could have that statistic. Nice right hand by Holmes.
Firing punches, however it works out, fire at the guy.
Counter right hand.
Better to lose by a knockout in which you took a stand. The worst scenario is a drubbing from a 52.
Almost halfway through this round. There's Butterbean rushing in, and Holmes walks back. You know, if you can't catch a 52-year-old guy who takes 5 steps back, I got to tell you, you're not doing a very good job.
In an 18 by 18-foot ring, which
he's landed about 5 or 6 really good right hands, but they have.
Butterbean has to reload and then fire in there. Is it tough? Butterbean threw 3.
He chased Larry Holmes when he fell backwards. I hate to break it.
There's nothing in the tank to chase.
Yeah, I mean, Larry Holmes fell backwards, and here Murray Sutherland said to Larry Holmes, or to Butterbean, you have to knock this man out. The only way you're going to do it is by going after him. Now Butterbean complaining about
an 18 by 18 to 25 by 25 if he wants.
Apparently he has tonight what Butterbean hoped for. He hoped to be able to get closer and do more damage. Too, he can't exactly run around the ring, and he hasn't done so. Now, what Butterbean's complaining because the
thing for this fight for Butterbean was, could he catch Larry Holmes?
And he hasn't been able to, and could he hit him with something? Butterbean's focus really needs to be right now getting on the inside, and he's trying, I guess, but...
Good example right there of the dilemma.
The 9th round, he's never been that far. He's just too strong. Now Larry Holmes is really nailing him with the jab. For one of the perfect foil for that, Butterbean would be it. Half a minute left to go here in round number 9.
Against has so many different ways to fight. Trying to back Larry Holmes up. The left hook comes up a bit short, and the right.
Opponents 20 had losing records, and 13 were 500 records. So it just tells you that he can force Holmes to make a mistake and he can nail him. I guess that's the reason for this.
Well, it was a novelty aspect his career. Neely getting 6 figures. This was the place that had to try to take his career because
Larry Holmes, because as an older fighter, he is continually, may I add, one's better than Butterbean, look bad. He's doing it again tonight, but here comes Butterbean with a good jab, and Holmes moves away from the right hand. Butterbean lands a couple of right hands. He's flailing away. Holmes with his hand on the ropes, just trying to parry whatever Butterbean throws and not get hit with the Butterbean head. And there comes a right hand from Holmes. It's coming, folks. Butterbean having his best moments, even if not a lot of wins. Oh, that's the, oh my. Well, it didn't hurt Butterbean. And we now know that the best striking it away.
Because he had everything on it, and Butterbean continued to walk through
in this fight. And you figure if he throws him around 10, they're going to hurt. They mounted something of a charge earlier in the round. If this is the last fight Larry Holmes has, it looks like he will go out a winner. Oh, left hook sends Holmes down. That's called a knockdown.
Ends with a little bit more curiosity.
So, an interesting moment. Larry Holmes
gets hit there.
You know what?
No,
not a knockdown. I stand corrected. I thought the punch had landed, and it was a knock. Larry Holmes just plain slipped, tripped backwards, and fell, and he was right. It wasn't.
You're a 10-round fighter champion. Knock him on his ass.
In the world, the Eastern assassin, Larry